we have sound samples. The new PreSonus DM-7 drum microphone kit. Hello everyone, welcome to Unfiltered. I'm Tay, this is David, and that is Jay. We are gathered around the drum today because we have sound samples of the new PreSonus DM-7 drum microphone set. Stay to the end to see David's mix down of these drum samples with guitar and bass.
Real quick, we didn't take samples and just place them. It was Tay actually performing, and it's fully mixed, and it sounds like a song.
Which you'll see in a minute.
That's how we do it here. We don't do it the other way.
We do it real. Please like and subscribe to this channel to see more content like this. Jay, what is in this microphone set?
All right, you get the BD1, which bass drum 1. There's one of them. This is great. This is named, I just discovered this. It blows my mind. They named something that makes absolute sense. Okay, so you got the kick drum microphone, bass drum microphone, BD1. There's one of them. Then we've got the OH2, which is for overheads.
And there's two of them.
And there's two of them. And two little windscreens to go on the overheads, if you're into that sort of thing, which I'm not.
Nope.
And then we have the ST4, snare, tom, and there's 4 of them. And then you also get that nice big case as
right
well.
Here. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All for $2.99, which
$2.99.
is nutty.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we have a special deal just for you. If you like the way this mic kit sounds, for our YouTube subscribers, we are offering this kit with 7 free 20-foot mic cables. Click the link in the description below.
Yeah.
So we're going to hear
price.
sound samples right now, but David, tell us what they're going to hear.
First, we're going to hear the individual drum hits, and then we're going to hear the raw kit, then just the raw overheads, and then we'll hear the mixed kit. And don't forget to stay to the end to hear the final mix.
And the mixed kit means what?
The mixed kit means I used gating, EQ, compression, saturation, and there's no reverb on it because I didn't want to cloud up the drums with reverb, but I just wanted you guys to hear what the mics sound with
When you're treating them like you would actually use them.
Just with good processing.
Right, yeah.
All right, guys, check it out. All right, guys, the DM-7 drum microphone set from PreSonus. I'll go first, and then maybe you guys can help me out.
Sure, Tay, what'd you think?
In describing that. Well, I'm glad you asked.
I'll just be humble and go first.
At the price point at $300, I thought it's a great set.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised in the build quality. We'll come back to that, but the sound of these things, I think, are really decent for what it is. Yeah. And the bass drum, the kick drum, is a little bit boomy for me. And maybe that's good application for jazz or other light stuff, but rock, metal, I don't know if that really translates or would translate well. So I'm a little apprehensive of that. I was just surprised by the room boom sound of that bass drum. The toms were a little flat for me, so I don't know what's going on there. Like not as much attack. So you can kind of explain that, I think. Otherwise, the snares and the overhead, I thought sounded really well, really good. So
Sounded well.
Well.
I was pleasantly surprised. And then later I'll give my thought about maybe direction of PreSonus. But David, what did you think of this?
I agree with a lot of what you're saying. The tom mics were kind of tubby, not a whole lot of attack, but they EQ'd really well.
Okay.
The thing I like about these mics is that they handle processing really well. I kind of EQ'd them a lot.
Okay.
Especially the snare that handles high end and compression and just gets that snap without sounding thin. So I really like that about the mics. The overheads especially, those are like, you can tell if they're cheap. And these, I wasn't shocked at a bad sound or anything. They actually sounded pretty decent, pretty usable. And I thought the overheads alone could go for $300. So
Yeah, they kind of reminded me a little bit of the LCT 040s in their quality, which is a compliment because that's another low price, small diaphragm condenser microphone that sounds great.
Yeah.
And so it reminded me of that in terms of quality. Okay. But overall, I was really impressed. Again, taking purely into account price point, that sounds really good. And I agree. Like, it sounds a little flat when they're not processed, but when you put the processing on, they handled it really, really well.
Yeah. Not a lot of phasing issues or anything.
Right. And I agree with Tay on the kick drum. It was a little bit boomy for me. I could work around it. Like, if I had $299, I could work around that. Like, that's a great entry-level kit for somebody. I would easily recommend this for people who don't have any drum mics and just want to record a drum kit.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong with this.
David, did you say something about how you can, for that kick drum mic, can you take away stuff rather than add it?
Yeah, it's a lot easier to take away that boominess than to add it, because when you start boosting a lot of EQ, especially on the low end, you get these weird artifacts and weird resonances that it's easier to take out if it's there rather than to add it correctly.
Right. I would agree with that.
So,
and I would agree
there are things that I just in my head as I was listening to it, there are things I was thinking, okay, I could do this to kind of tame that a little bit. And, even gating and stuff. There's things you can do to dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a very easy set to work with. I think we can agree on, and it'd probably make a good live set as well, right?
Yeah. The one thing, so can we talk about build quality now?
Yeah, I have a lot to say about that too.
So the one thing I noticed about these that I wasn't too huge on was that they're very tall.
The clip, like when it goes onto the clip, the distance between the microphone and the rim is like really tall, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, so like if you're using it as a snare mic, you're gonna want the hi-hat to be right behind the mic. And
we had issues with that.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty close to the hi-hat cymbal. So that's my only issue with build quality. Otherwise, I think
there are ways around that. Use a mic stand like you should.
Now that clip there, it comes with clips for each of the tom and snare mics. That looks a lot like the Sennheiser version.
Yep, it feels and looks exactly like it. I love that it's got this little cable tie channel back here, which you probably can't see, but that was awesome. I took these off the drum kit after you guys had recorded them, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I love that.
I've never seen clips with a cable tie on them.
So we like the clips. The build quality is really nice. That they're heavy, they're metal, they feel robust. So great job, PreSonus, on build quality. The distance there.
Everything on here is metal.
Yeah, they can take a beating for sure.
And I think that's really great. At this price point, again, it's all metal, no plastic. I mean, just the clips are plastic. Even this is really nice build quality.
So when I look at this, I say PreSonus is just getting into the mic realm, and when I see stuff like this coming from them, I'm encouraged and I'm pleasantly surprised in their direction. Now, are they going to go further? We're not sure, but they've come out with other microphones, large diaphragm, and
they've all been like good quality microphones. Yeah. A lot of companies come out with microphones and they're garbage. And they're coming out with good quality microphones at a really competitive price point. And when I heard that they were coming out with microphones, I'll admit I was like, no thanks, don't want
Yeah.
at all. Like,
Right.
I know that's just gonna be throwaway mics. I'm expecting garbage, and so I have been just sitting down and listening to every single one of the microphones. I've been so far pleasantly surprised at the quality versus the price point.
Yeah. And when I first heard about it, I was like, who asked for a PreSonus mic?
I know that's exactly
was the first thing
what
I
I thought
said.
too. Like, what?
Yeah.
But I think we're all three of us are kind of like, okay, this is a good direction for them,
yeah, they're doing
especially
well.
with the quality and the versatility of this. It's a cheaper price point, but at the same time, like you guys are saying, there's a lot of usefulness for these microphones that you can make it what you want. You can use it for different things.
Yeah.
So, good job.
Do you guys think they're going to be making another drum mic kit with the PM2s in there? They're better small diaphragm condensers with a gold sputtered capsule.
They could. I'm going to have my same reaction. I hope they don't. Just because you see all these companies that come out with different drum mic packages and it just confuses everything. It makes it makes all of them kind of blur together, and I kind of hope they don't.
Okay. Good take on that.
Nice. You guys have anything else to say about the DM-7?
No.
All right, well, let's listen to the final mix. David put in guitars and bass. We appreciate you guys watching. Go like and subscribe to this channel so we can make more videos like this. We really appreciate your support.
And get the mics below in the link in the description.
Yep, and we'll see you on the drum next time.
You don't like the pack? You don't like Aaron Rodgers?
No. I would go with Jamal Williams for sure.
Yeah,
If I had
he's
to pick,
awesome.
if I had to pick a Packer, it would be Jamal Williams, who
He's-
I want on personality alone.
Oh my God.
So first you guys are going to hear the drum, like,
You can't say that on YouTube.
okay.
Not every idea is a good one.
No, but at least we can record it.
This is not right.
Yeah.
It's all about the timing.
That was fine.
No,
Okay, let's do it as fast as we can.
That's not allowed on YouTube.
Yep, I have to mark that as inappropriate. Let's do this.
Okay.
Hey,
It's pretty cash. Looks pretty cash.
This is casual
Casual Tuesday.
PD BD1.